What is up, you guys? Sasha Boss here, and today I'm doing another Star Wars Black Series review, and this is my first figure of the new year. And without further ado, Peg Warmer Lando. Kidding. This is Lando Calrissian, aka General Lando Calrissian. I know this may be a peg warmer, but if you know me, I love Return of the Jedi, and I love Lando Calrissian. And this is one figure I've been wanting for a while, because this is Lando Calrissian, and he looks super cool. And you know, I already reviewed Han Solo, which is another classic Star Wars character from the original trilogy. And this is my second figure, newer figure I have, and this is Lando. And right now, I'm going to take a closer look at the packaging, and then crack this figure open up, and show you what he's all about. Okay, so without further ado, let's crack this thing open, and show you what it's all about. Before I do that, I'm going to show you something. Also, Lando Calrissian is also a smuggler and a gangster. He's also a scumbag, because he literally scams people into doing things they do not want to do. He's a playboy genius like Tony Stark. That's what Lando Calrissian is. Sorry for being a little PG-13. But without further ado, let's crack open this smuggler and see. Fun fact: always open your figures from the bottom, so just in case you want to store the box for the other figures in the line, feel free to do so. There's Lando Calrissian right here on the bottom, and I might be starting doing that this year. I don't know. But without further ado, I'll show you what he looks like in the bubble. Okay, so here is one of the greatest smugglers inside the bubble. Here it comes. It's alive! A little Mezco technique there. This is what Lando looks like in the bubble. Now, I'm going to crack this thing open, and I'll show you what it looks like. Okay, so Lando Calrissian just comes with a single blaster, and it's just something really basic, just for his little holster he has on his little holster pouch, whatever you want to call it. But yeah, it comes with a little blaster. You can have him hold it, you can have him do whatever. This figure is almost just like a standing figure, you know, with Han Solo or other figures you have, like Admiral Akbar, which you still need to pick up, by the way. I don't have him. It's just something kind of basic, which is really cool. Okay, the main reason why I came to this video. Let's see if this figure is underrated. Well, why I'm saying this figure is underrated? Because he's one of the biggest peg warmers of last year. And I just really was looking forward to get a Lando Calrissian, because I've been wanting a Lando figure for many months. And ever since I loved Return of the Jedi, since it's my favorite Star Wars movie, why not pick him up? I'm also hoping Star Wars and the Black Series line in the future will give us a release of his buddy who flies in the co-pilot in the Falcon during the battle. Sorry, spoilers. A little pufferfish monkey guy, I don't know his name, but I think it'd be awesome to have him in the box. Okay, so here's a closer look at Lando Calrissian. Well, this actually looks like Billy D. Williams. He got the signature mustache, and the head sculpt looks really nice. Hasbro killed it here. I absolutely love his mustache. It actually looks really good. It's not that glossy. He also got a little mole on his right cheek, which I don't understand why. The paint's flaw. I'm not really 100% sure. The other side doesn't have that. Look on top of the head sculpt. He actually has a beautiful hairdo for the figure. I absolutely love what they did with this thing. Looking super cool there. Yeah, his head sculpt looks really nice. Yeah, his head sculpt does look just like Billy D. Williams. And it's not that glossy on camera. Going down, he actually has just a tan shirt with the Rebel Alliance General badge. Really cool little empty holster, almost like Grief Karga's holster. I should have grabbed him. He also has this tan right here. I think they're pinless elbows, like all Black Series figures have single elbows. Pretty obvious. But he also has his signature mint pants. These look actually lighter in camera. On camera, these look really dark. And in person, it's like a really light, like baby blue, like his cape. And it also has some boots. It also has a gold lining, like sweatpants, similar to what Han Solo is wearing. And also, he has trigger fingers on his hands, and another trigger finger on his hands. The skin tones match up really well. Another thing you might notice is this little communicator, comm-looking thing. I'm not really sure what this is. And this is also my first Star Wars Black Series figure with a soft goods cape, because the Mandalorian downstairs is going to come with a soft goods cape, and it should. maybe they couldn't really afford it for the figure. But right here, this is the cape for him. I like how the wrinkles of it make it look worn and worn out and dusty, looking super cool. Flip open the cape to see with a little satchel like Indiana Jones, and then it has a little belt, and then the back of them has the longer waistcoat. The figure. Honestly, it's an easy fix to make them back. Okay, now it's time for General Lando Calrissian's Articulation. I know people can actually pop off the head and move the cape off if you really wanted to, but I'm keeping the cape on because it's Lando Calrissian. He must have the cape. So I just know he needs his cape. Okay, so his head is really tight, but it can move up, it can move down. It doesn't really move too much because the cape gets in the way, but if you take part of the cape out, you can actually get full range. Swivel side to side, you look up this much, you can look down this much. It doesn't really look that down, but it does look down that much. His head's a little stuck because, I don't know, pet sculpt's probably like that, the ball joint, I don't really know. But his arms move out like this. I love the range right here, guys. And his other arm moves out this much, like this. He has single joint elbows because it's a little tight in the packaging. Really good figure articulation right there for a Black Series figure. Legs move out this much, guys. He has single joint knee, and then he has beautiful ankle pivot. Yeah. So there sums it up, the Lando Calrissian articulation for the figure. Just be mindful of the cape because when you're posing this guy, the cape does get in the way just a teeny bit as possible, but it's just a work of art. Just be mindful. Okay, guys, I'm gonna show you with him with the blaster, and then I'll show you how I'm gonna display him on the shelf. So he does come with a blaster, which I don't really see Lando using a blaster too much, but there he is using the blaster. I don't think I really would use him posing the blaster just because it's Lando Calrissian. It does look really cool though with the blaster. And you can actually get some really cool like range poses with the cape. The cape is full like posability, but if you wanted to, you could obviously get a bendy wire cape, which I may end up doing. Never know. I'll look into that. But the blaster looks really nice. I'm just gonna add it to the satchel, and then I'll show you the other comparisons for this. Wait, did I mention this yet? It doesn't have a little slit. Right here, it doesn't have a little slit. You can't really see it in justice, but it doesn't really have that. It doesn't have a slit. It just kind of like folds there for some reason. I don't know. I think it's just very interesting. This cape, guys, is really posable. I haven't really mentioned the cape, but it's like this baby blue light gray. It's like baby blue mixed with light gray. That's what the cape looks like, and it looks really cool. Now I'll show you. I know, like mid-wind type of pose. And I also didn't mention that he's a little like rope with the two little metal dots next to his mustache. And this is one of the only Star Wars characters that does have facial hair, which is kind of interesting. Yeah, so here's Lando Calrissian next to Han Solo. This pair up looks really nice together. Even though Han may look a little sunburnt to many people, but to me he looks just like Harrison Ford. And this figure looks like Billy D. Williams. Look at the likeness, is really cool. So there's that. Han Solo next to Lando Calrissian, his buddy. This is such a really cool thing. All I need to get is a Chewbacca, and we're all set. Next up, we have Lando Calrissian with Rey. Because remember from Rise of Skywalker, Lando Calrissian's in there, and Hasbro never gave us an older Billy D. Williams figure. I don't know. I don't get why Hasbro never gave us that figure, because I know he's a really plays a really big prominent role in that movie. Sorry for spoilers if you've not seen The Rise of Skywalker. Super good Star Wars movie. And then here is Admiral Thrawn next to Lando Calrissian. Look how short Lando is. Compared to Thrawn, like Thrawn's like a taller and powering character. He looks empowered as Lando. Like Lando is really short compared to Thrawn. It's kind of crazy. It's being really nostalgic with a classic Stormtrooper and Lando Calrissian. I like this angle. If you want to do some photography with the figure, I highly recommend this angle. This looks really cool to have Lando kind of like walking a mid pose, and then you have a Stormtrooper right behind him. The contrast of that looks really cool. Okay. Here's my final verdict on Lando Calrissian. This figure is not so bad. This figure has amazing likeness, and it makes you feel really nostalgic to Return of the Jedi. And if you love Return of the Jedi, if you love Return of the Jedi, this is a great figure for adult fans. And many kids probably be like, who's Lando? I'm like, it's one of the greatest smugglers, greatest scumbags, greatest outlaws in the galaxy. He is the greatest playboy in Star Wars. In any movie history, he's the greatest playboy. He beats Tony Stark, in my opinion, of being a playboy. But other than that, this figure was awesome. I can't believe I have this guy in my collection. I just can't wait to find some more original trilogy figures in my collection. But other than that, this figure, I'm gonna be rude. The only flaw is this figure. I wish the neck hinge can actually move up a little bit more and have more range and make them more posable and more. Hasbro did try their best. I understand why these figures don't really sell well, because a lot of people do appreciate Lando Calrissian as much as Return of the Jedi fans or Empire Strikes Back fans, or people kind of like side him off on like a weird side character. But Lando plays a really big, prominent role in Star Wars, and everyone knows that. And another thing about this figure that you may not know, this figure is my first Lando Calrissian, and Lando figures are awesome. I love this. I love how the cape can actually give it character, and having this pose like this, it's awesome. It's better than having a plastic cape. That's really cool. But my other gripe is, I wish I had double joint knees. Double joint knees is really cool, give it more range. I wish I had a little bit more articulation, but other than that, this figure is super fun. And it has amazing likeness. And I'm hoping Hasbro in the future would honestly give us his buddy from Return of the Jedi, and also a Last Jedi version, Rise of Skywalker version of Lando, and then also the Skiff Guard updated version for the Archive Wave. But other than that, I'm out of here, and hopefully you guys have an amazing rest of your day. And please like and subscribe for more such boss videos. And also, stay tuned for the Royal Rumble coming up tomorrow.